healthier recipes, but sometimes you just want a classic fried donut. So instead of avoiding it completely, I made a better version using whole wheat flour. We start by making Tangzhong, a simple roux that gives the donuts a light and fluffy texture even with whole wheat flour. Add milk and whole wheat flour to a saucepan. Cook over low heat until it thickens into a smooth paste. After the Tangzhong cools down, add it into a bowl along with milk, active dry yeast, and 1 tablespoon of sugar. Give it a good mix and let it sit for about 10 minutes. This allows the yeast to activate and you will notice it turning slightly foamy. Add 3 more tablespoons of sugar and crack in 1 egg. Whisk until smooth and well combined. The sugar not only sweetens the dough but also helps the yeast continue working, while the egg adds richness and makes the donut softer. Add 3 cups of whole wheat flour along with 3 tablespoons of milk powder and half a teaspoon of salt into the yeast mixture. Start kneading the dough using your hands, a hand mixer, or a stand mixer. Once the dough begins to come together, gradually add a quarter cup of butter, a little at a time. Continue mixing until the butter is fully incorporated. Then transfer the dough to a flat surface and knead it using the stretch and fold method. This strengthens the gluten and improves the structure. The dough is ready when it's smooth, elastic, and springs back when pressed. If the dough feels slightly sticky, that's completely normal. Whole wheat flour absorbs more liquid, so avoid adding extra flour. With proper kneading, you can achieve a softer and elastic dough. Transfer the dough to a lightly greased bowl and cover it with a damp towel. Let it proof in a warm place for about 1.5 hours or until doubled in size. Lightly flour the surface and roll the dough to about half an inch thickness. You don't need a donut cutter. Use a glass to cut the donuts, then create the center hole with the back of a piping nozzle. Transfer them carefully to a lined tray. And yes, we'll be frying those little centers. Make sure to leave space between each one. Once the first batch is cut, roll out the remaining dough and continue cutting donut circles until all of the dough is used. Cover the donuts with a damp cloth or cling wrap to retain moisture and let them rise for another 45 to 60 minutes. For the glazing, combine 1 cup of icing sugar with 2 tablespoons of milk and 1 tablespoon of melted or softened butter. Whisk until smooth and lump-free, then set it aside. Addition of butter gives a glossy and rich finish. Once the second proofing is done, gently place each donut into the hot oil at around 350 degrees Fahrenheit. To get this temperature right, I first heated the oil in the oven until it reached about 350 degrees Fahrenheit, then moved it to the stove top and kept it on medium heat while frying. Fry the donuts for about 1 to 2 minutes on one side or until they are beautifully golden. Then gently flip and cook the other side. Once both sides are done, carefully lift the donuts out of the oil and let the excess drip off. Transfer them to a tray lined with paper towels to absorb any extra oil. Fry the little donut centers in the same oil until they turn golden. Once done, remove and drain them on paper towels. Coat one side of the warm donuts in the glaze and let it sit for a few minutes. Then carefully turn them over and coat the other side. Soft, fluffy, glossy. And the best part? These donuts are made with whole wheat flour. Enjoy them fresh, savor every bite, and check out the channel for more whole wheat baking ideas and delicious treats.